Hello, everyone. Kris here. I want to talk about color and the meaning of color. As a clairvoyant, I see color and I look at energy and pictures that may start with color, and I'll describe different colors to people sometimes. If you've ever had a reading with me or a session with me, you know that I'll look for the vibration of where I see your spirit growing in present time. And that'll be a color, something on the spectrum. And I don't see it as that each color has a different meaning that's specific to the color. However, for you, you might have a specific color that you're working with, or that maybe it represents certain things right now. Different pictures can come out of the color. So as a clairvoyant looking for a picture or looking for, what is happening here may well start with a color. It's really fascinating and a lot of fun to look at. It's one of the things that beginning clairvoyant students are taught how to do. I mean, usually within the first 4 weeks or so of learning how to turn on the ability and use it and to see energy, you start working with color. It's super fun. Now, the thing about color and meaning, because people, some people like to assign meanings or specific meanings to different colors. That's not what we do in clairvoyance. At a clairvoyant practice level, or even just in general, anybody working as a conscious clairvoyant, we are not making a color mean a particular thing. I really do take exception to the chakra charts that show every chakra like the first chakra being set at red and the second chakra at orange and so on. I don't see it that way, and neither do my colleagues. We can see chakras as many different colors, and there might be different colors of vibrations of energy that are in each chakra too, depending on what is going on with the person. And it may be that not all of those vibrations or those colors even belong to them. And that is a reason why color as a tool for a clairvoyant is really helpful. I can look at you and I can look at different vibrations of energy that are working, that you are either working with or that might be in your space, whether in a chakra or part of your body or in your aura or someplace. And I can see whether that is yours or not yours. There might be a really perfectly beautiful shade of blue, for example, that's kind of hanging out in your aura, but it belongs to someone else. And I'll look for that. What's the color that's yours? And what is that for you right now versus what is a color that belongs to someone else? And if it's somebody else's energy, it's worth saying hello to for sure, as this is not you. Like you might think this energy that's kind of hanging around that you can't figure out or you're not sure what to do with is you. A clairvoyant will look at that and say, well, let's see, where are you in here? And I'll look for your energy, your vibration, your picture. What is your truth? So color does not have one meaning. However, there are different ways that you might work with color. And just speaking for myself, I have my own way of working with color because I use it all the time and I love it. I love working with browns and different shades of really earthy colors as a way to feel more grounded and connected to the earth. That's one way that I work with it. So if I feel like I'm having one of those days where I'm really super sensitive and floating, I may actually really ground myself with some earthy tones, which can include greens. It can include golds, oranges, reds, all kinds of different vibrations. But I love those browns. They just really work for me. Red can be a more uplifting or standing out or like vibrant kind of color. It might be passion, it might be anger, it might be something else, but it might also just be the healing vibration that's working for me on a particular day. And this could be true for you. Same with orange or yellow or green. I find green to be also another very healing color. I've often looked at green too as being kind of a symbol for myself and sometimes for other people of new growth that's happening. But it can also be just such a very healing vibration, really beautiful. And I'm talking about even different nuances and shades of green, not just primaries. You might have such a subtle or specific vibration of green you love, and it works for you. The car that I have now is an electric lime Toyota Prius, and I love it so much. And one of the reasons I bought this car was because it was this color, and I wanted a color like that. It just, I feel a healing every time I go out and get in that car. It worked for me. You might hate it, or you might prefer a completely different thing that suits you. Blue, purple, gold, all of those tones are just incredibly gorgeous and healing and wonderful to work with. And depending on the person and whatever that person is choosing or wanting to have right now in their lives, those different tones might work or not. You might really feel kind of, I don't know, I'm not really into purple right now. I really want this orange. But you might also have all of them. The colors don't really compete with each other. If it's your energy and your vibration, you can choose the colors you want to work with. Now, one thing I will say about these vibrations is on a color spectrum, as a clairvoyant, and in that whole world, we tend to look at the earthy browns and the brown tones as being like at the lower part of the spectrum, not as in less than or negative, but as in more grounded, more earthy. And the purple moving into purple and then gold, because gold is like kind of the high end of the spectrum of colors that you can have and still be in the body. So those are a higher vibration generally. But you might, and I speak as a painter too, you might mix your purple with some brown and make a really earthy purple that works for you. Have one of those beautiful browns. It's like toward a purple. Ooh, I can even just think of yummy, like velvet fabric in that color would be amazing. I don't know. I'm creating something new as I'm talking about this. But color is so joyful and fun to work with on a healing level too. You could just literally sit in a meditation, try this for yourself, and know, what color do I really feel like having right now? What would just feel good for me, maybe peaceful or grounding or energizing or happy or something else? Like, think of a color that you really like. And I'm talking about like color. I'm not including white, silver, gray, or black in this. Those tend to be vibrations that are more out of the body, and they can get a little bit more challenging. On a clairvoyant level, we're working in the body. So pick that color and just imagine surrounding yourself with it, being in it, being in like a bubble of that color, maybe giving it to your heart, running it through you, enjoying it. Well, give this a try and see what you think. And thank you for listening and watching today. If you like my videos, please like it and subscribe to my channel. I am a psychic teacher and a clairvoyant reader, and I do this stuff full time, and I am always creating something new. You can also get my newsletter, sign up for my Substack. There are links in all of the information below this video. Thanks again, and I look forward to talking to you more soon about being psychic and clairvoyant tips. Okay, bye.